John Thornton here, allproblogger.com. We're about 9 days out from the NFL draft. And if you notice, there's a lot of information starting to come out about the prospects, about which team is thinking about doing what, about this team's thinking about trading down, or this team really wants to go up and get this player. Me personally, I wouldn't believe any of it. I mean, some stuff may have some merit to it, but you just never know right now because I know personally if I'm an NFL team and I know some guys on NFL teams, well, a bunch of people on NFL teams, and I can be having a casual conversation with them. And if it even comes close to draft picks or what they're thinking about doing, people clam up. They don't even want to talk. They try to get off of the phone or they stop the text messages. People's jobs are on the line. So when I see that this reporter has talked to this team and these guys breaking this story, I mean, probably it's either false or it's misinformation. And reporters have said, hey, teams have lied to me in the past. They've given me information knowing that I would give it out. And so that's what's going on right now. You're seeing injury information coming out. The big defensive tackle out of Baylor, Phil Taylor. Reports came out this week that he had bones growing together in his feet and he wouldn't last long in the NFL. He denied that rumor. Mark Ingram is denying that his knee is hurting. Daquan Bowers, people are saying that he needs microfracture surgery in his knee. There's just a lot of stuff going out there. And then you have the Ryan Mallett situation. Supposedly, he told an NFL team that he used drugs. Now, who would leak that information? And that's what I'm really trying to understand is that the team that he told, did they tell people? Because I'm sure he knows who he told that if he did. So then you got lawsuits and stuff like that waiting to happen. And so I'm just saying you really can't believe what you read or what you hear. I mean, right now teams are finalizing their draft boards. They're probably making calls to the other teams and saying, hey, if my guy is here, we may want to do business. Let's set a parameter on a trade. Not saying that we're going to trade, but if I need to move up 5 spots to get this pick, what do you want in return? And then you negotiate so when the draft day comes, you can make that call. Boom, you only got 15 minutes on the clock. You got to make a deal. Those are the kind of things I think are going on right now. The teams are doing their last minute evaluations. I know players are still getting evaluated by coaches. Coaches are flying into colleges to work out players one last time. Guys are finishing up their official visits to teams. But this last week, I think a lot of people are going to put feelers out there. They're going to put stories out there. You're going to see a lot more injury news come out. So I just wouldn't believe it. Cam Newton has extreme athletic ability, but you got to wonder if he can make the transition to the NFL. And I think that he can, but will he have the coaching staff to do it for him? Will he have the effect that Andy Reid had on Michael Vick? Will he go to a team like that, or a team caters the offense around him and allows him to grow into that system, or will he just be thrown in and asked to win games right now? So hopefully he goes to a team that can really work with him because I think he's the most physically gifted guy. The other quarterbacks, they all have issues. Ryan Mallett probably will be the most skilled passer just from watching him in college. He's a big guy that can throw, but you have to worry about his movements. Can he run around in the pocket? Can he avoid the rush? Things like that. And the rest of the guys, to me, are just big question marks. They're second-tier guys, the Lockers, the Blaine Gabberts, the Daltons, the Ponders, guys that normally would be third-rounders, third or fourth-rounders. Now you're hearing talk that they're going in the first round. So I think teams are going to make a huge mistake if they overvalue these quarterbacks because even though they draft them in the first round, it doesn't make them first-round players or first-round talent guys. They're still going to have to come in and make NFL throws. And so I think that's where the problem is going to come. Even though they need quarterbacks, these guys are going to come in and have to play big because they were drafted high. So it'll be interesting and how this thing shakes out. I think the second round is where all of the value is going to be. A lot of good players are going to get pushed down out of the first round because of the long list of defensive linemen, the long list of offensive linemen, and these quarterbacks. So, if you're sitting there with a couple of second-round picks, you may be better off than having a couple of, a pick in the first round or a pick in the top 10. So